Hi. We are back with the MLG game on, Anders game on Bluray Invitational, where we're gonna be hopping into a deciding game between Scarlett and Major. We're currently tied 1-1 in the first match of Group A, Group 1.
Group A. Yeah.
Okay, Group the remake, the better and improved version of Group A. So yeah, let's jump into the game. Rob, are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, I was posting a Reddit thread. And we have in the top corner, no corner, we have as the purple Zerg, Team Acer's Scarlett. Acer makes pretty good monitors and good laptops as well, I think. Yeah. So if you want a monitor or a laptop, check them out. And on the bottom right hand corner, no right at all, except maybe slightly,
I think it's slightly
and there
up,
is
actually.
no corner whatsoever, unless you consider it a corner of the non-air map, because then it would be kind of cornerish. Not really still. Anyway, Juanito from Mexico does the blue turn.
Uh-oh.
Proxy racks at 11 supply.
Got another SCV coming.
Another SCV coming, so this is gonna be a double 11 racks. Is Scarlett kind of scouted? That's the question that I have right now. And the Overlord is headed to a position where she will.
Yep.
So she will see it. Will she see it in time to change anything about her build? That is rather unlikely. She's already up to 15 drones. She could cancel the hatchery and do something weird, but we'll have to wait and see for that. It's rather unlikely. Most Zergs wouldn't. I would cancel the shit out of the hatchery. And we see what I mean, Scarlett sees it. Is she gonna be able to do anything about it? Again, it's pretty hard. It's 2 racks. It's a double 11 racks. It's still gonna come down to micro. It's still gonna be pretty annoying. Juanito trying to drop a bunker very far away. Scarlett spots it though. And the purpose of that bunker being thrown very far away is so that you can creep forward with the bunkers. And once you get one bunker in position, that's enough. So 4 drones being pulled off. 3 drones are enough to battle a Marine, but there's an SCV here too. So 4 drones are gonna be enough to push the Marine back for now at least. Second Marine coming in, but 1 Marine did go down. Scarlett doing a very good job with 4 drones and delaying the bunker a lot. The spine goes down. Major's probably gonna want to target that, and he does. The spine is cancelled now. Major probably wants to target the new spine, and he does not yet. Some more drones being pulled off the line. And 6 links out. 8 links out. Major has to be really careful. Scarlett wants to use this links as... Oh, very nice pick off by Major. Scarlett wants to use this links perhaps once the queen pops out, and if the queen pops out, that'll be huge, but the bunker will finish. And this is not good news for Scarlett. I mean, she might be able to still break this with the double spines, but it's an annoying position, that's for sure. There's the first spine coming online. Nice pick off there by Scarlett once again. Major focus firing the spine as it moves. He doesn't want the spine to get in range of the bunker. Scarlett noticed she's not injecting, and she will not inject. That is not an oversight. That is her saving energy for transfuse. So you kind of have to turn your autopilot off here in this sort of situation to make the best decisions that you can. 2 bunkers now filled, but yeah, there's a transfuse, very crucial here. And another spine. This is close. Close. I mean, it feels like Scarlett's holding here, to be completely honest. She's doing such a good job, but if the hatch rate goes down, it's all for nothing. What do you think, Rob? Who wins this?
I think Major wins, but that's because I'm not very good at cooking this.
I see. Yeah, it looks like Major will take the hatchery down. Having said that, Major is heavily committing to this. He's pulling more SCVs even. I'm not sure what the purpose behind that is. It's kind of a gamble, right? Scarlett is making a spine in the high ground, and she has another one already. So...
And he won't be able to bunker up over here anyway.
Yeah, if that spine goes up, which it will, then Major just pulled SCVs for nothing. It's not good. Just he has to go back.
He's sending back.
So that was a great call by Scarlett. Now, one thing that some turns do, some turns don't do, is some turns leave the bunkers up, some turns don't. I prefer the ones that do, because it contains the strike for so much longer. Scarlett now going into 1 base something. Of course, some turns, like Juanito. Oh, I love this. Okay, re-adding a bunker. I don't know if he should wait for the creep to recede, I think. And then place it a little bit closer where it will be more annoying to the hatchery if he's gonna make an extra bunker. Juanito now dropping a command center, scanning and seeing. Excuse me?
He dropped 2.
2 scans?
No, he dropped 2 command centers.
Oh, what a cracker. Yeah, that's good. So he scans the lair. He's like, alright, you know what? That's cool. That's cool. 3rd bunker going up, and again, I'm not sure what the position of this bunker is supposed to accomplish. Rob, do you understand the position of this bunker? Do not?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, I'm usually a big proponent of trying to figure out not what I think is right or wrong for a certain game or scenario, but what the player is thinking in that position. I think that that's the best way to approach the game, because different players have different knowledge, and no one is all-knowing when it comes to StarCraft. If I had any tip for casters, it would probably be that, just in general. Go ahead and try to put yourselves in the player position instead of translating, you know, not just your own frustrations and your own knowledge of what you think might happen into the game, but try to think of what they're thinking, because their thought process is probably good. So, having said this, I don't know what the fuck Juan was thinking. The bunkers are gonna be salvaged. Not gonna matter too much. If that was a complete wall, then that would make sense. But there was a little bit of room between 2 of the bunkers. Oh. Anyway, a very small thing that just helped me make a point.
Yeah.
Investors, and yep, there's also a macro hatchery. I wouldn't be surprised to see burrow, and there we see it. This is a very old school build, if you're me. And an incredibly unconventional build if you're anyone else, I guess. But it's one of the only ways that you can get back into the game, without a doubt. And I think Major knows that. And he already has a turret. He already has 2 turrets. He already has a bunker being built at the front. And if he continues to be safe, Scarlett's gonna have a very tough time coming back into this game. Infestors are going to be the weapon of choice, and she's basically hoping either A, I get in and do some damage with the burrow, not going to happen, or B, I can catch a big clump of army if Major moves at a bad time for him. So there's going to be a couple of timings here where Scarlett's going to have a slight chance of coming back into the game, but it's mostly going to depend on Major. This is Major's game to lose here. Now, why Infestors? Why not Muta? Well, Muta are a very snowbally unit, where Infestors are more of a game changer. 1 fungal, or rather 2 fungals, can kill a lot of Marines. It could kill a ton of Marines, whereas, you know, 3 Muta will never kill a lot of Marines. So, Infestors, yeah, they of course have disadvantages. Fungal's not as strong as it once was. It is a missile. It can be dodged. The element of surprise is kind of important when it comes to infestors, and I think that Juan is fully aware that they're out. The other thing is they don't fly, and they're not that fast, so it's a little bit harder to defend drops. It's a little bit harder to punish drops, and they are energy-based units, which means if one attacks and his first attack fails, the next wave is likely to do a lot more. Very few turns do understand that, though, I think, it would seem, because a lot of turns are like, ah, crap, I just lost a bunch of my army. Yeah, well, the infestors are essentially dead for the next few minutes. They're completely useless units. So if you push again after that, you'll find yourself learning about that sort of thing. And of course, if you just give the infestors time, they will regenerate the energy, and with that become very useful once again.
Is it normal to make that high now?
She's going into ultras.
Okay.
So, is it normal for her to get a high? No, nothing's normal about this game, Rob. But it's not a very normal game. So, I'm glad you're here with me, Rob. I think you represent a lot of the viewers in what they might be thinking and the questions that them. Why don't you? Yeah, go ahead and ask any questions ever. Okay. So yeah, she's gonna be going into ultras. Her upgrades are not where she would want them to be, but she did a really good job of taking the third behind back there. And I don't know if Major knows.
He does not.
He does not, and that's big. If it's easy to forget that there's a third back there.
Actually, he had a Marine back there earlier, so it may have been killed, and he may have an idea that she's back there, but he hasn't seen anything.
Yeah, he does, and he goes for it. This Scarlett could GG here if this Lynx die. The third will die. And I don't think that she should GG. I just say I think she could. Another drop going down at the main at the same time, and again Juan doing a good job of abusing or identifying the weaknesses of the infestor build. There's gonna be less static as a result and whatnot, or less defense, less. Yeah, against drops. The Ultra Cavern is almost done, but she's not going to be able to make any Ultras at all whatsoever. And Juanito also identifies that, so chances are we're going to see a lot more Marauders being produced from now on. Mines as well. I'm not huge on Mines against Ultra, and Marines are pretty much worthless, so the more Marauders, the better. Scarlett just now starting her 2-2. Making the best out of this game, that's without a doubt. Also identifying that she wasn't going to do any damage with burrowed infestors, not trying to push that. Just, I think playing the one of the best games that she can from the position that she was put in. So this medevac is going to go down. And Major is going to continue to apply pressure into the third, and this is the best thing that he can do. Killing that creep tumor is actually huge, because that was the only vision that Scarlett had. Aside from that Overlord, which gives her vision of some portion of the other side of those blue bushes thingies. Major's gonna lose his army here. He's not gonna care too much. Loads it up into a medevac. He's gonna cost Scarlett a couple more fungals, and at the same time, dropping at the main. Very good job of spreading Scarlett thin here. But overall, I wouldn't think that that was the most cost-efficient trade at all by Major. Was it worth it? I don't know. The thing is that the thing you have to take into account here is that Major's economy is greater. So if he decides to continue to apply the pressure like he has been doing, you know, it's very easy to say, oh, that wasn't cost-efficient. You know, or that wasn't all that worth it, even though he took the pool. Like, no, it was not cost efficient, that's for sure, but was it worth it? Those are two very different questions, and I think the answer is yes, because the supply gap during that attack actually grew a little bit between the two players. So Major's income is large enough to take that kind of cost inefficient trade at this point in time. Something's getting fungled at the top. Bob. Farm production. Something. Oh, a medevac died, and the other one will not die. And there's a little bit of an attack. A large one, actually, this time. And Major's gonna continue to try to spread Scarlett thin.
Can Scarlett really do anything?
No. No, that's it. That's all she can hope for. Really big fungals, and if she can take a really good fight, which she doesn't look likely. Oh, decent splits by Major, very good, considering he's on creep now. If she can take a really good fight, which again is pretty unlikely. Oh, the infestors are out of energy. If Major continues to reinforce, I don't think there's any possible way that she can hold. But yeah, if she had taken a really good engagement and then droned up, taken a fourth, then that's how she stabilizes. That's yeah. I don't even know if it was possible to take a really good engagement though. Maybe with Baneling Knights at this point would be, or just like perfect fungals. And by perfect fungals, I don't mean that Scarlett had bad fungals. I mean perfect fungals also a part of. Yeah, exactly. A part of perfect fungals is your opponent not playing perfect at all. So when you say perfect fungals, it's also like shitty splits by omission, like, you know. Yeah, Major gonna continue to attack and yeah, just continue to kill Scarlett here. Not a single fungal found in those infestors, important to note. As scary as they look, they are completely worthless. They could throw infested Terrans, but those things are pretty much the worst thing ever. And Scarlett's gonna have to GG, tap out, and with that, Juanito taking revenge for the first tournament where Scarlett defeated him 4-0 in the finals, going up 2-1 against Scarlett. Juanito will advance onto the winners match of the group. What a game, Rob.
What a game.
If we go to gameon.gg, we can click on the thingy that I made and designed, and then if we go to brackets, we can find what's going on right now. So Group A, on gameon.gg/brackets, we can see that Major has advanced onto the winners match, and we are gonna have Kane going up against Hitman next, and then the winners match, and then the losers match, and then the final match of that group, at which point Destiny should be back, or I'll be really upset and break shit all over the place. We'll be back in 3 minutes.